Well, Mr. Ranger Doggy, we're live. Came on a minute early by accident again. Oh, still got your little cough a little bit. Anyway, let's have some coffee. Let's have some coffee. Oh yeah. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. 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 All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. my beanie was on, a little funky beanie action. Good morning. Oh man, good coffee. Huh, Mr. Ranger? Hi, Mr. Ranger. Hi, Mr. Ranger. He's back here. He's back here hanging out. He's back here hanging out. Yeah. He still got his cough a little bit. I think it's starting to subside. This is starting to subside a little bit. Yeah, we're just hanging out. Just hanging out in the old VW bus. That's a little too much light for me right there. A little too much light. So yeah, Tuesday, the 13th. The 13th, wow. February 2018. That stuff is good. That stuff is good. So, this morning, I'm going to drive the old VW bus into town, and I'm going to hang out in town for the next few days, so I don't have to drive back and forth so much. And then Friday, I'll drive the bus back. Either Friday or Saturday, I'll drive the bus back here. It all depends. It all depends on the weather and about installing that attic ladder. They're calling for some possible winter-like precip on Friday, so I just got to play it by ear. I know I have to on Saturday go get Mr. Ranger Dog's Ranger Dog medicine and all that jazz. So depending on the weather and all that jazz, it depends on how long I keep the bus in the town. If it's decent weather, or if not decent weather, if I don't have to install the attic fan, if that's the case, if that's the dealio, I'll just drive the bus back like Saturday morning. If the weather is gnarly on Friday, if the weather is not bad, I'll just drive back Friday, and then I'll get up Saturday morning, go get Mr. Ranger Dog's Ranger Dog medicine, and then I'll play it by ear. Either I might go see my mom, or I just hang out here in the city. I don't know yet. Good coffee. Good coffee. But Mr. Ranger Dog, I think he's getting over his little bout of sickness. I think he was not feeling good. Well, not I think. I know he wasn't, because of his coughing. He's been coughing. Not coffee, but coughing. I see Mr. Ranger Dog's nose has been runny, so he can't blow his nose like we can. So that stuff drains down his throat. And of course, that makes him gag when he coughs. I think he's slowly getting better now. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. So yeah, I'll probably make my morning coffee talk a little shorter than normal. I've already got the bus basically ready to go. I'll just drop the popper topper, unplug the electricity, and I'll be on my way. Start the bus, let it warm up, and I'll be on my way. So hopefully I have no issues with the carburetor like I did last time I first started the bus up after it set for a while. That was because I had ethanol fuel in there, ethanol-based fuel, unfortunately. That's what I get for getting cheap fuel for the old VW. Man, that's good stuff. Good stuff on Mr. Ranger. Mr. Ranger. Mr. Ranger. And the good boy. Oh, let me do a little cough here. There we go. I gotta rub his chest and his throat to help his saliva and the mucus do its dealio. I wish I could make you blow your nose, boo-boo. That'd make you feel better. Can you imagine having a cold and not being able to blow your nose? That must be a bummer. Yeah. What you up, Mr. Ranger? Oh yeah, good stuff. Cruising in at 7 minutes. 7 minutes after the hour. Oh, 7 minutes after the hour. But yeah, I got the bus basically ready to go. I'll put my coffee cups up, my coffee, Mr. Coffee, and head on down the road. Speaking of Mr. Coffee, if you find folks notice, I got a big old coffee pot. That's pretty good size for the old VW bus. It's not like I'm having a coffee party in here and stuff like that, and I got multiple cups of coffee. So my mom's coffee pot, her Mr. Coffee Maker back at her house, the heating elements are starting to go bad on it. So what I'm going to do is, I offered to buy my mom another one. She's like, no, she'll buy her own. And then I was like, well, Mom, I have that big coffee machine back at the bus. It's pretty good size. It's too big for the bus, really. How about if I buy me a smaller one, and I'll give you that, Mr. Coffee? Because the heating elements are great. That's what she wants. She would rather have the Mr. Coffee that's been in the old VW bus. So when I go see my mom next, I'll take the Mr. Coffee machine with me, and I'll pick up a smaller one, something smaller. I would really like a Keurig. I hope you guys are saying it right. I like those because they make like 1 cup of coffee at a time. I can just like make my coffee. Go, not much to clean up. But, you know, I try to live as simple as I can. And right now, just doing some coffee brewing in the morning, some percolation goodness is the way to do it. Hi, Mr. Ranger. Oh. So yeah, folks, I'm gonna drive the old VW bus into town. Tonight I'll stay at the old Flying J truck stop. I know my brother, my friend, my compadre James, he would rather me stay in his driveway, and I might do that, but I like the old Flying J truck stop better. Well, not better. I'm sorry, James, if you're watching. I hope that didn't make you mad. goes. So yep, there's Boo Boo's hacking. Oh, Mr. Ranger. Mr. Ranger. Mr. Ranger. But yeah, also, I'm pretty sure Mr. Ranger will be more comfortable in the old VW bus. More comfortable. Let's get a little bit of coffee. A little bit of coffee here. A little bit of coffee. A little bit of coffee. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. And then also tomorrow and Thursday, it's gonna be spring-like conditions here in my neck of the woods. It's gonna be totally nice. So if Ranger Dog's gonna be hanging out, he's gonna hang out in the old VW bus. I'll have it all opened up for him so he can enjoy the spring-like conditions. Yeah, that was another big deciding factor in bringing the bus into town. And also, I've been just missing staying in town at the Flying J truck stop, being a little nomadic, gypsy style nomadic. Dabba dabba doo, a dabba dabba doo. Excuse me. Of course, I still got my lingering cough every once in a while. Good old Mr. Ranger Dog. No. Yeah, I was telling my friend James yesterday how when Ranger gets sick or anything happens with Ranger, I super worry. And I can't imagine, it's hard to imagine being a parent and their child gets sick or has an issue or something like that. Like, hats off to parents, because if I was a parent and my child was sick, I would be a nervous wreck. I would be. I would be so nervous. I would be so upset that I wouldn't know how to react to things. And yeah, I mean, because Mr. Ranger Dog, you know, he hasn't felt good in the past couple days, and it's worried me. It really does. It worries me. And I understand he's getting older in his older age, you know, as he's getting older. And as he gets older, he'll lose a little weight, you know. And that bothers me too, you know, because I can tell he don't have his weight on him like he used to when he was younger. And his facial hair, he's getting more of a beard, you know, gray hair. So, yeah, it's a bummer. Mr. Ranger Dog is getting old. Cruising in at 15 minutes after the hour. on the 13th of February, Mr. Ranger, 2018. 2018. Yeah, it's hard to believe it's already the 13th of February. Already. And I do believe February is a short month. February is a short month. So, I need to do some erasing and deletion on my phone here. This is what I use to shoot my vlogs every day, my Samsung. And if I forget to delete the folder where I keep all the little snippets as I video through the day, it gets full and everything starts slowing down. It's kind of neat to go back and delete them because you get to see your 4, 5, 6 days that you've already done. And sometimes I forget to do this every other day, so this tells you how long it's been since last Tuesday. There's last Tuesdays. And when I was at Mom's house before this past weekend. Wow. I didn't realize I had that many on here. Oops, there we go. Here we go. All right. And then I delete where after I edit everything, I send the edited stuff to a folder. And it's been a while since I've deleted that one. So I need to delete that one. There we go. All right, now that's done for the day. That is done for the day. So I'm all ready to shoot my vlog, my early morning vlog. So yeah, yesterday at work was felt like a super stretched out Monday. It just kind of dragged out a little bit. It was just one of those Mondays, you know, where just the case of the Mondays. Not really so much the case of the Mondays. It was just one of those long Mondays. Felt good last night to get back to the bus and relax and have some dinner. I was asleep by like 8:30. It was like soon as my friend, brother Mark Funnel Cake Jones, I can't say fun right now, it's Funnel Cake, Mark Funnel Cake Jones, after he did his live painting on YouTube last night, I crashed, man. I was out. I woke up yesterday morning at 4:15. It was like 45 minutes earlier than normal, but my body definitely felt it. By the time I got off work. Good morning, funeral host. Good morning, good morning. Glad you made it this morning. This was going to be a short one this morning, only 30-minute one. Usually I go like 40, 42, 45 minutes, but this was a little short one because I'm going to fire up the old VW bus, and I'm going to head into town and stay in a town next few days, just to, so I don't have to drive back and forth, you know, and just enjoy, you know, the joys of living in a VW bus, man. Dude, I'm doing much better, man. I'm glad you're doing much better. I'm feeling loads better. Mr. Ranger Dog is slowly getting over. He had a chest cold, like a cough, and he, you know how when we get sick, you know, we can blow our noses. Mr. Ranger Dog, he had a runny nose, and he, you know, he can't blow his nose, so sometimes when he coughs, he gets that drainage in his throat, and I'm pretty sure that's what's going on, and he hacks. He doesn't spit it out or anything. He just because, you know, he has that draining. But he's getting over it. He's not, like, through the night, he maybe coughs and hacks twice. Like, that's all I can remember last night, maybe 3 times. But in the past few nights, you know, since like last Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday, it was quite often. I know I'm talking about you. He knows when I know. I'm just telling about how you've been coughing. And you're getting better. Like, don't talk about me, Daddy. He don't like it when he's sick to be on camera at all. He don't. When he first got his hip dysplasia, he was not having it with me videotaping around him. And since he got sick this past, like last night's vlog, I tried to say my goodbyes here in the bus with hanging out with Ranger, and he was just not having it. See, this is how he coughs. And he wants to hack up his drool and his saliva. Yeah. It's that cough, that chest thing that's been going around with the people. That was what got me last week, but man, I got lucky. I got extremely lucky because it like kind of went into my system, and and out of my system. I mean, the weakness, the tiredness lasted for, you know, until through the weekend. You know, this past weekend I did a lot of sleeping again, so the the energy drain, you know, lasted a few days. So I can't imagine when that bug goes through people 100%. I think it went through Ranger a little bit because he started showing signs of the cough and everything about the same time I started coughing. And yeah, oh man, you should hear some of the people at work with that cough, with that chest. I mean, it's in their chest. One guy went to the hospital because it turned into pneumonia. So, last cup call. Last cup call. Oh, Mr. Coffee, you done good. You done good. You sleep well. Since you guys are just going to chill there and have some ambiance, I'm going to put Mr. Coffee up. Unplug Mr. Coffee and put him up. Get pre-ready for fire the old VW bus up and go, Daddy, go. Like, I'll clean it all up in the morning when I set it up. For you curious folks, that's where Mr. Coffee goes, right down there. Into that compartment down there. It used to be a ice box. When the old VW bus was first made, you'd It's like a little cooler. You can keep ice in there and stuff would stay cold. And it would drain through the bottom to a hose. It never did me much purpose because I'd always have a cooler, a big ice box for my food, so my cold food. So when I went to California, right before I left this past trip to California, I took it out, and that's where I keep my dry foods and other things, and my coffee machine, as you can see. Put my shoes on. 2 weekends ago, I went to go buy some shoes that were steel toe shoes. I didn't want boots. I wanted shoes. They didn't have any, so I just bought some shoes. So yeah, we're cruising in at 26 minutes after the hour. For early coffee talk here in the old VW. Sorry, boo-boo. Well, it's the same time. It's no earlier than normal. I know a lot of folks on the West Coast are like, that's early. 4 a.m. comes quick. And they're on the East Coast, Florida and whatnot, it's 7 a.m. So yeah, I hope James wasn't getting sick yesterday. He felt drained too as well. So yeah. It's going around out there. I just don't want to be one of the ones that has to go get a Tamiflu deal. That's because you got the flu. I mean, I'd have to go to the hospital and all that jazz if that was the case, because I don't have insurance or anything. But let's knock on wood. That dang old flu gonna pass me on by. Yeah, that's scary, man. 2018, I was talking with my supervisor yesterday about that situation. And here in 2018, you know, you would think that the flu shouldn't affect us like that. You know, I mean, they got vaccines for all kinds of things. You know, it's like, what the heck is going? Why is the flu doing what it's doing here in 2018? I don't know, man. I don't know. I ain't gonna get into no conspiracy theory talks or anything, but it makes me question why, you know, in 2018, you should not be getting sick like that from the flu. You know, it should be, I don't know. I'm just drinking my coffee. Excited for the day. It's Tuesday. I'm gonna drive the old VW bus into town. Do some nomadic gypsy style stuff. Oh, that groovy jazz, man. It's just, I enjoy coming out here. I enjoy the drive out here where the bus is at. Don't get me wrong. And I enjoy the sunsets because I'm getting off work before the sun drops. It's nice. I miss, you know, being able to be mobile in the bus, you know, so I'm going to just go be mobile this week in the bus and all that. and all that. So we're rolling in at 30 minutes after the hour. Oh, don't get me started on the space stuff, dude. I mean, we landed on the moon in 1969, and I know that's all kinds of conspiracy theories on that situation, but still, we landed on the moon in '69. By progress standards, mankind should be, like you said, at least living on Mars and mining asteroids by now. I don't know what the heck happened. Yeah, man. And I was a big fan of the space shuttle program when I was a kid, because we'd go when I lived in Southern California as a little kid. We'd go out to Edwards Air Force Base and watch the shuttle land once in a while, and that was always neat to watch because you'd hear the sonic boom, boom, as it's coming in. Or one time my grandma came to visit, and I guess she didn't know, or she didn't see it on TV, but the shuttle was landing that day, so there was a sonic boom. It scared the crud out of my grandma. Yeah, they had. I enjoyed the shuttle programs. I know they had some problems, but alrighty. I'm gonna say my goodbyes. Thank you, funeral host, for joining in. I appreciate it, brother man, and everybody else who joins in later.